We have an official opening timeline for the Muppets roller coaster coming to Hollywood Studios. The test track walls are down in EPCOT. Making advanced dining reservations just got easier. And I've got so many snack reviews to give you today. All the latest Disney and theme park news is coming up right now here on DFV Guide. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been a tough week mourning our sweet, sweet Muppets, but the show must go on, and just like every week, I've got new theme park info to tell you, so let's talk Disney news. So we've been a big ball of emotions this week because we had to say goodbye to Muppets Courtyard in Disney's Hollywood Studios, which closed to make way for a new Monsters, Inc. land. Now, we wished farewell to Mama Melrose's in May, and then we had to watch Muppet Vision 3D one last time and see the last person served at Pizza Rizzo, and now the construction walls are up and the Muppets are gone. But big news, people, when one door closes, another one opens, and that's exactly what's happening. The good news, the Muppets are heading over to a new location, the Rock and Roller Coaster attraction, with new music, a new design, and lots of Muppet mayhem. Now, Disney has announced the closing timeline for Rock and Roller Coaster so it can get its Muppets makeover, and it's sooner than you might think. Disney just announced that Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets will come to Disney's Hollywood Studios in 2026. That's just next year! Kermit himself confirmed the news in a video message, and Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith will remain open through the rest of 2025, which means they have got, not a lot of time to do the makeover, but whatever. Okay, we're still waiting for more details about the new attraction, but Disney said that the Muppets will be teaming up with some of music's biggest stars for a rockin' music festival. Does this mean we could hear some classic rock music? Are the Muppets collabing with our favorite artists? Will Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem host a headlining performance? We have a lot of questions. And if we had to guess when in 2026 the Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster will open, we'd probably guess it would be, like December 31st, because these kinds of ride changes take a while. So just have to hold out a little while longer, and our beloved Muppets will return, and we will keep you updated on everything we find out as soon as we know. And now that the walls are up over at Muppets Courtyard, Disney is teasing us with brand new concept art for Monstropolis, the Monsters, Inc. themed land replacing that area. And of course, because we are DFB, we are going to analyze this concept art like it's our job, because it is. The new concept art posted on the walls outside of Muppets Courtyard looks like a spitting image of the original Muppets area. It appears that they're retaining all the structural buildings. We can see that the Muppet Vision Theater still stands, but it now has a marquee sign outside, maybe another comedy show. The sign reads The Glob, and even the clock tower from the original attraction remains. The large building to the left was Pizza Rizzo, and it appears that the building remains unchanged. We're assuming this will continue to be a quick service spot, but we don't have any clues as to what it's going to be. Near where Mama Melrose was, it appears to be being converted into Harryhausen's, the Japanese restaurant featured in the movie. Behind that is a new area where the roller coaster will be. This is currently a backstage area, so Disney's opening up the walls and expanding the whole park. Looks like the Miss Piggy fountain is staying, but we'd imagine Miss Piggy is relocating somewhere else. In one of the original concept art pieces, it appears that a playground was initially planned, and that idea is still in place. If you look very closely under the colored awnings, you can see it looks like something you can climb on. With all the buildings around, it truly makes it feel like a city, and that's been an image that's stuck around since the original concept art. We don't have any opening dates for Monstropolis, but while we're sad to see the Muppets leave, we are welcoming Mike and Sully with open arms. Okay, just last week, I told you how the new test track sign is up, and now I've got another big update for you. The construction walls around test track are gone. I repeat, the walls are down. The walls were replaced with bushes, but that means Disney can easily move them when they are ready to reopen this ride. We still don't have news on a reopening date beyond late summer 2025, but when the walls come down, we know we're getting very close to hopping in and taking a ride. We'll keep watching for more details, and most importantly, the reopening date, so make sure you follow Disney Food Blog for more, and not just here on YouTube, but over on social media at Disney Food Blog. And probably the most important way to stay on top of news is our free newsletter. Our newsletter subscribers get all the most important park updates first, so if you want to be in the know, that's the best way. The link to sign up is right down below. You know the drill. Early in the morning, 60 days before the first day of your Disney World trip, you are up and ready to start making those advanced dining reservations. We've all been there, lots of times. You also know that getting some of those reservations is really tough, but a new update to the Disney World and Disneyland websites is trying to make that a little easier by letting you search for an expanded date range and additional filters to help you find the perfect meal. A new update is rolling out to the Disney World and Disneyland websites that's going to let you find dining reservations a little easier by letting you view dining availability for up to 10 days. That means if you can't get that must-get reservation on the first day of your trip, you can easily search for availability for every day of your trip in one shot, but now you can search multiple restaurants for multiple days instead of just one. All you have to do is start on the Disney World or Disneyland dining page on the site. You can either search by restaurant or search for all availability. There are also filters you can use to choose restaurant type and more. If you choose check all availability, you'll need to enter your party size and a specific date. But then you'll get a list of all restaurants with availability and you can click on check availability for multiple days. You can also filter out your choices by location and restaurant type. If you're choosing a specific restaurant, you can also click on check available days to check for multiple dates. You'll get the opportunity to choose a 10-day date range, and you'll then get a list of every date that restaurant has availability, as well as the times that are available. You can narrow it down by times as well. Basically, booking your dream meal just got a little bit of a glow up. So a long time ago in a galaxy, no, wait, that's not right. A long time ago in Disney World, Streetmosphere actors could be found throughout the parks, right? These Streetmosphere actors were live performers with unique character stories who roamed across the parks. We haven't seen too much Streetmosphere in Disney World since the parks reopened following the COVID-19 pandemic, but it looks like it might be starting to change. We were strolling through EPCOT this week when, to our surprise, we noticed some unfamiliar faces around. We spotted these two new characters near Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Meet some scientists from the Florida Artificial Intelligence Laboratories, or FAIL. We got a little closer and learned that one character's name is Miss Information, which is pretty clever but also very interesting. They were leaving as we happened upon them, but we did manage to find out that the woman was an artificial intelligence being and the man was the scientist who seemed to be in charge. The two characters were interacting with nearby guests, asking if they wanted to help with the programming or if they wanted to take a photo. As of now, we haven't found any mention of this new Streetmosphere on the Disney World website or the My Disney Experience app, but we'll be keeping an eye out for any changes. You just never know what you might run into on your next EPCOT trip. I know summer just started, but we are already looking ahead to late summer and fall when Halloween time arrives in Disneyland because we've got a bunch of dates and updates and ticket prices for OogieOogie Bash. This year's OogieOogie Bash will happen on select nights from August 17th to October 31st. If you want to buy tickets, they'll go on sale to the general public on June 26th, no earlier than 9 a.m. Pacific time. However, Inspire Magic Key holders can grab tickets as early as June 24th, and all other Magic Key holders can nab tickets as early as June 25th. Ticket prices will be $139 to $199 depending on the date. For a look at every night and their prices, you can click the link down below. We've got them all listed out for you. Being a Disney Plus subscriber doesn't just give you access to great shows and films. Sometimes it gives you some perks. At times, we've seen Disney Plus subscribers invited to special Disney events or get discounts on hotel stays and be eligible for select exclusive merchandise. But now it's gotten a little bit better. Disney Plus just launched a new program with tons of exclusive perks for subscribers, and one of them could majorly help you on your next flight. Disney Plus has announced their new program called Disney Plus Perks, which offers subscribers rewards ranging from one-of-a-kind experiences and limited-time sweepstakes to everyday savings and special discounts. And one of these perks is none other than a 3-month free trial of Clear Plus, which will save you tons of time and frustration at the airport. Clear Plus is a paid membership program that results in a faster way to get through airport security. It's located at 59 airports all around the country, including incredibly busy ones like MCO in Orlando, Hartsfield-Jackson in Atlanta, and LAX in LA. On average, Clear Plus members save about 4 hours worth of time at the airport, which is a huge deal if you're someone who travels frequently or just can't stand waiting in line. The service usually costs $199 per year, so 3 months free is a good way to see if it's something that will benefit you in your everyday life or when you travel. So if you have Disney Plus and are interested in Clear Plus, you might want to consider this one. The Walt Disney Company and NBC Universal filed a suit on June 11th against AI company Midjourney over alleged copyright infringement. The lawsuit alleges that Midjourney's image-generating service functions as a virtual vending machine, quote-unquote, that creates endless unauthorized copies of copyrighted works. Disney and Universal filed the suit in the U.S. District Court in Los Angeles, marking the first major legal action that studios have taken against an AI company. The studios are suing Midjourney for alleged direct and secondary copyright infringement by using the studio's intellectual property to train their language model and by displaying AI-generated images of their copyrighted characters. Both companies claim that they tried to speak with Midjourney about the problem before going the legal route, but Midjourney did not take the problem seriously, despite other generative AI platforms that allegedly did heed the warning. A copy of the court documents indicates that Midjourney continued to release new versions of its image service, which, according to Midjourney's founder and CEO, have even higher quality infringing images. The suit continues to accuse Midjourney of being the quintessential copyright-free writer and a bottomless pit of plagiarism, quote-unquote. Also says that the infringement is calculated and willful. It's also interesting to note that in 2024, for the first time ever, Disney began paying lobbyists to lobby for AI-related bills in Congress. This is a developing situation, and we'll be on the lookout for additional updates. When Disney World gets rid of one of our favorite snacks, you know that we take notice, and we know we're not the only ones. Last year, we lost the waffles at Sleepy Hollow when the round waffles were replaced with Mickey waffles, and that just didn't hold up. Well, y'all, it's a snack miracle because Mickey waffles are gone and the old waffles are back at Sleepy Hollow in Magic Kingdom. We noticed a menu change at Sleepy Hollow in MK where we saw the Mickey waffles removed and the regular waffles re-added. Now, we usually love Mickey-shaped food, but the Mickey waffles were kind of spongy and just got slippery with lots of toppings, making them harder to eat. So how did the new round-shaped waffles stack up? We dropped by Sleepy Hollow to find out. We grabbed the waffle with sweet and spicy maple chicken for $12.29. This one served with maple sriracha glaze and parsley flakes, and it's a must for chicken and waffle fans. The sauce is mostly sweet, but there's a kick of spicy, not too much, and the chicken tenders are nice and juicy. Unfortunately, the slaw did not return with the round waffles. We still don't have the slaw, so we're still working on getting that back, right? Right. We also grabbed the waffle with chocolate hazelnut spread for $9.49. This is served with chocolate hazelnut spread, it's Nutella, bananas, berries, and whipped cream. Now this waffle did get a little soggy because of all that whipped cream and Nutella, so eat it quick. The combo of the berries and chocolate hazelnut are so good, and the whipped cream is a nice creamy addition. Also, again, the good waffles are back. By the way, the chocolate hazelnut one is a snack credit. It's a great deal for a snack credit because this is like a $10 waffle. And speaking of snack swaps, we also noticed another swap over at Gastons Tavern. The ham and Gruyere tart is now gone and has been replaced with a ham and Gruyere sandwich. Now, the ingredients remain the same. It's crispy croissant dough filled with ham and Gruyere served with chips. So basically, the snack just changed its form and price. The previous snack was $9.49. The new sandwich is $10.79. However, as we noted, this time you get it with chips, so that price increase is maybe justified. I don't know. We're happy to report this is still a fantastic savory snack. We also loved how the cheese on the inside got a little gooier in the heat. The ham is nice and salty and goes so well with that cheese. The ham is sort of folded over in the sandwich, so you get a lot of it in that one bite. There's also some cheese broiled onto the croissant, so it's like that croque monsieur kind of situation, super cheesy. This is a great lighter meal or something that could serve as a snack to tide you over before a bigger meal. You could also even share it if you wanted just a savory snack. Overall, we would definitely get this again. Happy to report that we are okay with this snack swap. And I'll say it, we found a new snack that rivals Gaston's cinnamon roll in Magic Kingdom. Meet the Mickey-shaped bacon pecan caramel cinnamon roll for $8.49 at Westward Ho. This is a snack stand in Frontierland. This is our new ultimate breakfast at Magic Kingdom. The cinnamon roll is so huge, making it perfect to share, especially considering the price. And this has to be the freshest cinnamon roll we've ever had at Disney World, and we eat a lot of cinnamon rolls. There was so much filling that it was crumbling onto our fork and it was delicious. Combined with the softness of the dough, we were in heaven. What really makes this dish so incredible though is the toppings. It was practically swimming in caramel sauce, and we appreciate Disney not skimping out on that sauce. The candied bacon and pecans on top added everything we needed. The bacon gave it a chew, and we could tell these were thicker cuts of bacon, which gave a meaty flavor and texture. And the pecans added a great crunch. And once you get a bite with everything, you'll be looking back to see if you should grab a second. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this might be better than the cinnamon roll at Gastons Tavern, which is a breakfast treat we get time and time again. It's hard to deny the freshness of the Westward Ho cinnamon roll along with the size. Breakfast is served at Westward from 9:30 to 11, so make sure you head over there in the morning before they stop selling it in the afternoon. Now, this next new treat is not going to be around for long. It's soon to be extinct. Sorry, I had to. But it is still so delicious that I need to tell you about it. Heading to Dinoland USA in Disney's Animal Kingdom, we went to Dino Bite Snacks and grabbed that strawberry shortcake ice cream sandwich for $8.79. Now, this has always been one of my very favorite ice cream sandwiches here, so I'm so glad we're getting one last time with it before Dino Bite probably closes. This ice cream sandwich is made with strawberry ice cream between 2 strawberry crumble baked sugar cookies dipped in a strawberry crumble. It melted super fast, but that's okay because we also wanted to eat it fast. The ice cream had chunks of strawberries inside for a bite, and the outside cookies were incredibly soft. Because the cookies are plain sugar cookies, they help balance out that strawberry and create an incredible bite. It's definitely strawberry forward, but not overwhelming. One of my favorites. I hope you get a chance to try it. Over at Satuli Canteen in Pandora, we had the new specialty cold brew flight for $8.79. This comes with 3 Joffrey's Coffee cold brews, including their traditional brew, matcha cold brew, and ube cold brew. The traditional cold brew is Joffrey's classic cold brew, which we know and love. It's slightly sweeter than other cold brew brands, but it's always refreshing. The ube cold brew was our favorite because it had the same vibe as an ice cream float, complete with all the whipped cream on top. There was also freeze-dried strawberries inside, which added a delightful sweetness. Matcha lovers, listen up, this one's for you. It's not too overly sweet and has crumbles of freeze-dried strawberries on top of the pile of whipped cream. If you're not the biggest matcha lover, you might want to pass this to the matcha fans in the group. We can't believe we got 3 cups of cold brew for $8.79. It's a great deal and would be easy to share. We're looking forward to ordering a full cup of the ube cold brew when we come back next time. So we eat a lot of Disney snacks, but there are some that are just so cute that we have to show them off to the world. Sit back and be ready to be amazed by what an EPCOT dessert can look like. We grabbed the Churro Milkshake from Sunshine Seasons for $10.99. This is a churro milkshake topped with whipped cream, a sprinkle, quote-unquote donut, a churro, a pretzel, and a Mickey Premium ice cream bar. When we took a sip of the milkshake, we knew this would be a real winner. There was a ton of cinnamon flavor, and it was topped with a huge serving of whipped cream. The milkshake is made with vanilla ice cream and cinnamon, so it gives that churro flavor without being too overwhelming. It's pretty basic in terms of everybody's gonna like it. The tiny Mickey bar on top is a cake pop coated in milk chocolate. It might have melted quickly, but it didn't matter because we popped it right into our mouths. The cake is moist and tastes like a classic vanilla cake, and with its adorable design, it took this milkshake to the next level. The pretzel on top is actually a shortbread cookie. It provided a great crunch and was super easy to eat. It had big crystals of sugar on top. Nope, it's not salt, which added more crunch and a fun jolt of sugar. That donut on top, it's a sugar cookie coated in frosting. It had a light strawberry flavoring and the cookie wasn't overly sweet, so it balanced well with the sugary frosting. What about that churro on top? Not our favorite, but once you try churros at Disneyland, it's hard not to compare every churro to it. Disney World churros are not the best because they always taste a little stale, but since the milkshake had the traditional flavors of a churro, we didn't need to eat the one on top. Overall, this milkshake is a hit. Every element added to the milkshake made it super filling and very cute. We think this is the dessert of this summer and we can't wait to get it again. It's a great time to be a fan of the Disney villains. To further celebrate all things villainous in Hollywood Studios, Hollywood Scoops is offering some new snacks, including the Hades ice cream float and the annual pass holder exclusive Cruella ice cream sundae, which I told you about not too long ago. We've already tried both of those, but we went back to try the Maleficent Cone, which was not available on the first day the other two were. So, did it measure up to the Mistress of Evil? The Maleficent Cone is butter pecan ice cream topped with red sugar and chocolate horns, served in a lavender waffle cone dipped in green sugar for $8.40. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. Before we even get into the actual review of this thing, we're going to warn you. It melts super fast. as does any ice cream treat in Disney World in the summer. We had an issue with it turning to liquid by the time we got to the cone, and we were practically wearing most of this snack by the time we were done. One of the horns also fell off, so you've been warned. But hey, looks pretty cool before it completely turns to goo. The super creamy ice cream is really good with chunks of pecan in it. It's got a sweet flavor that almost reminds us of toffee. It's a good flavor. Love this ice cream. The horns are milk chocolate, which we liked, plus the red sugar adds just a hint of sweetness and a bit of crunch. In terms of the cone, it has white chocolate and green sprinkles along the edges, which is nice. It's got a light lavender taste, which is a little different, but it's hard to enjoy the entire snack because you'll end up a dripping mess by the time you get to tasting the cone itself. Overall, fun snack, but you might end up with a real mess on your hands, your face, and your clothes, so grab a lot of napkins. Okay, imagine this. Close your eyes and think about walking by the Germany Pavilion in EPCOT. Now, I bet you're imagining that smell, the lovely smell of caramel wafting from Caramel Kusha. Yep, there's a reason this caramel shop is iconic. So you probably end up popping inside the shop for a snack, maybe something like that wonderful Werther's popcorn or some caramel squares. But right now, you can actually get a treat here that isn't, well, it doesn't have any caramel in it. Yeah, you can bet we had to stop by to check out that anomaly. You can now get your choice of 2 Mamba Cakes at Caramel Kusha. So what is that? Well, Mamba is a candy made in Germany, and the candy is inside the shop too. So Caramel Kusha decided to pay tribute to this candy by making a cake. You can get 2 flavors, orange and strawberry lemon. We opted for the Mamba strawberry lemon cake for $6.49. The cake itself is very dense and a little dry, but it's filled with a creamy, fluffy frosting. The fruit flavors taste like candy, and by that we mean they taste a little artificial, but we think that's intentional. It's like a cake flavored with candy, so it's like eating a strawberry lemon piece of candy as a cake. I hope that makes sense. We'll be honest though, we are not huge fans of that fake flavors, and if we wanted something that tasted like a Starburst, we'd just grab some Starburst. However, if you like that kind of flavor and want to try it in a cake, this could be for you. But there's so much other yummy stuff at Caramel Kusha that we'd prefer over this. All right, so I just talked about how sad it is when Disney takes away beloved Disney snacks. Well, we're being forced to say goodbye to another favorite treat in Disney's Hollywood studios, and we are not really okay about this. The snack in question is the Toffee and Coconut Blondie, which was most recently available at Catalina Eddie's in Hollywood studios. This snack actually began life as the Glimmer and Shimmer Blondie, which was introduced during Disney World's 50th anniversary celebration, which started in 2021 and ran through 2023. It was originally available at Fairfax Fair. So we were worried that this one would disappear once the 50th ended, but it was renamed as the Toffee and Coconut Blondie, and its description was basically the same. Gooey toffee and toasted coconut blondie topped with salted caramel buttercream. It moved around a bit in Hollywood studios and was most recently spotted at Catalina Eddie's. Now, this dessert is pretty much our sole reason for visiting that location. Now we're sad to report that the Toffee and Coconut Blondie has officially been removed from the menu and it isn't available anywhere else. So it seems one of our favorite snacks has finally met its end. A cast member did tell us that this was a seasonal item, though. That's news to us, so maybe it will turn up again at some point. We'll keep you updated. So if I could give you advice for finding snacks on your Disney World trip, it would be to not knock the bakery case at cafes and quick service spots. Some of our absolute favorite DFB treats can be found in resort bakery cases. We headed to Kona Island at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort and searched the bakery case for new treats to try, and this week we found 2. We tried the chocolate halpia tart with toasted meringue for $5.99. Now, if you're not familiar, this kind of a tart is a traditional Hawaiian treat with a coconut filling. This version wasn't too strong on the coconut, but allowed the other elements to shine. With the milk chocolate top and the marshmallow meringue, it reminded us a little bit of a coconutty s'more. The custard was smooth with little crunchies inside, like crispy pearls or Rice Krispies. The crust was buttery and flaky too. There was a single coffee bean on top, and believe it or not, that's what added our favorite flavor. It turned into an espresso flavor in that one bite, and we would have loved more to try. For the size, this leaned a bit expensive, but if you're staying at the Polynesian and eyeballing that bakery case, this is a decent choice. Next, we tried the coconut pineapple choux with fresh whipped cream for $7.29. This little cream puff has a light coconut and pineapple filling inside. The cream puff itself was a little soggy from sitting in the bakery case for a bit, but we loved how creamy and light the filling was. It brought in a tropical feeling, and it wasn't overly sweet or too strong. The whipped cream on top tasted homemade, which is always a nice touch. While we wish the choux was a bit more crispy, we loved the flavors, and we appreciated that it wasn't a heavy sweet dessert. The flower on top was made of fondant, and the circle was made of white chocolate, which helped bring the beautiful presentation and added a little more sweetness. If you've been following DFB for a bit, you might have heard of our favorite, the Mickey Chocolate Shoe from Gasparilla Island Grill over at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. Mickey might still be winning this battle for a bit because of the crunchiness paired with the chocolate flavor and that edges of a brownie kind of vibe at the bottom of it, but we don't think you could go wrong either way. We love grabbing a quick snack while walking through the Polynesian, and either of these options is a good choice. Heads up, if you have plans to visit Disney Springs this summer, you can get a great lunch for under $20 at Raglin Road. For the past few years, Raglin has brought a special summer love and lunch menu to Disney Springs that includes some tasty bites for affordable prices. You can choose from select appetizers for $10 each and entrees for $20. There's also a special cocktails menu with $10 specials. For $10 each, you know we had to start with a cocktail, so we ordered the Wild Rosy made with Glendalough Wild Rose Gin, Rocky's Botanical Liqueur, homemade rosemary syrup, lemon Pellegrino, and Fever Tree Premium Tonic. The rosemary flavor is what you get the most of, both on the nose and at the top of the mouth. There's a little bubbliness, but the drink is mostly smooth. It's bright and acidic, but not in a sour way. You also get a lot of the grapefruit flavor, which it's topped with. This is pretty much the perfect summer drink. We also tried the Rosemary and Maple Whiskey Sour, made with Dickel 12 Tennessee whiskey, crushed rosemary, dark maple syrup, Fees foam, and lemon sour. This drink is sweet, so it's good for those just starting out with whiskey. It's almost like lemonade, but with a dark sugar. The flavors are mild, but they're still there. Of the two drinks we tried, this was our favorite. The summer appetizer menu features a soul soup and salad combo, which is made fresh daily. The soup we tried was white onion and potato parmesan soup. It's almost like a block of parmesan because the cheese is a predominant flavor, although you do get onion and potato in the afterbite. It's a little grainy, but it's a good soup texture. The salad included tomatoes, spring mix, and cucumber with ranch dressing. This is a nice starter, but it's basic. The dressing is creamy, and we really got a lot of green onion flavor. One of the selected entrees is the Bang Bang Chicken, which is buttermilk marinated fried chicken with a spicy Bang Bang mayonnaise. And that mayo is super spicy, so you can see the chilies in it. If you love spicy, this could be a must for you. The fried chicken is nice too. It's served with a nice crispy shoestring fry on top as well. So we already know the fish and chips here is great, but we got them again, for science. They're made with premium North Atlantic cod fillet and are beer battered and served with chips and fresh tartar sauce. The fish is super flaky with a nice crunch, and you get huge fillets. It's also perfectly salted. The tartar sauce is nice and creamy and pairs great with the fries and fish. There are also hints of lemon and vinegar flavors in it, and the fries are those nice thick chips too. You can't go wrong. You can also get the OMG burger, which is a dry-aged prime short rib and brisket beef burger, Irish bacon, Dubliner Irish cheddar, crispy fried onions with house-made barbecue sauce, and the barbecue sauce is nice and thick and tastes homemade. We also like the crunch of the onions and even wanted more. The burger was cooked up to a true medium rare, and it's cooked up to order, and the bun doesn't get soggy and holds up even with all those toppings. The brisket just makes it that much meatier. Overall, the Summer Lovin' menu offers a great deal for lunch in Disney Springs. You'll be able to grab it now through September from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day. The regular Raglin menu will also still be available during that time. Wishing you could be back in Disney World right now? Left a little piece of your heart on Main Street? Yeah, same. This new DFVT is for every Disney daydreamer who can't stop thinking about castle mornings and mountain coasters and fireworks finales. The delicate heart lace hides all 4 park icons because when you love all the parks, how could you choose just one? You can find this design and so many more over at dfbstore.com. All right, anyone's Disney countdown hit the single digits this past week? Anyone leaving for the most magical place on earth in just a few days? That is such a wonderful feeling. Here is what you need to know if you're heading to the parks this week. Annual pass holders, get ready to strike a pose because Disney just dropped a wickedly fun new perk for the summer. From June 15th to July 31st, a PhotoPass photographer will be stationed near the castle walls in Fantasyland, just to the right of Pinocchio Village House, offering a Maleficent-themed photo op that's nothing short of spellbinding. Step into the frame and channel your inner villain, and once the photo is snapped, you'll find a surprise guest, Diablo, Maleficent's loyal raven, magically perched in your shot thanks to the power of Disney PhotoPass. This special magic shot will be available daily from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., so make sure to plan around this time if you want to capture the moment. A forgotten attraction in Magic Kingdom just opened. Well, part of it reopened. The lobby for the Hall of Presidents attraction in Liberty Square is now open again. You can walk around to view the artifacts while enjoying that sweet, sweet air conditioning. The Hall of Presidents currently has no reopening date. It closed in January 2025, and Disney has not provided any updates or details or further information about what's happening inside. It's common for the show to close around each presidential election to switch animatronics. So for now, I'm just hoping to remind you how important it is to take breaks when you go to Disney World in the summer. It gets so hot during the day, so props to Disney for giving us another area to sit down, relax, and get out of the sun. And as a general heads up, all of Disney World's wait times have increased in the past week. Not too much, but enough for me to tell you that full summer crowds are getting here. Did you know that we actually track every wait time in Disney World every single day? Yep, every week we report the average Disney World wait times in every park so you can be prepared for your next trip to Orlando. It's one of the many ways that we try to help you plan for your trip. You can check wait times, lightning lane prices, restaurant price increases, and more over at DisneyFoodBlog.com. Disneyland is celebrating its 70th birthday, and Disney is throwing a massive party to celebrate. The Disneyland 70th anniversary celebration is happening now and lasts through summer 2026. And it's going to bring new ride details, a Walt Disney animatronic, the return of the Paint the Night parade, and more. Not only that, but there will be a ton of special merchandise available, and a new Disneyland 70th anniversary collection just dropped online. There are so many great items to look at, like mini ears, lounge flies, picture frames, ornaments, and more. And if you aren't able to make it out to California for the celebration, that's all right. You can still grab your favorite merch online now. So again, this is the news we've got for you today, but if you want more Disney news every single day, be sure to sign up for our free newsletter. The link to sign up is right in the description below. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.